Hello and welcome, finally, to Sea Duckling Open number 72, right here on the CranKy Ducklings channel. I'm your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal mold, like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains the chip when it cools down. And we are jumping right into our game. It's going to be Xenoblaze versus GeoHen. Um Starting now on Water Slippers. Sorry, apologies for the delay there. We had some trouble setting up a series to cast for various reasons, but never mind, we are here right now. So let's set it up. We are on World of Sleepers, the best mattress store in the Coprolo sector, offering a wide variety of sleeping paraphernalia and cryostasis pod um, uh, support stuff in the northeast corner of the map, representing SC2 Philippines. Brand new appearance in the tournament. Give it up for our Blue Zerg, GeoHen. And in the southwest of the corner, it is our Red Terran and 5. Did you count them? 5 times. Sea Duckling Open champion, the one, the only, Xenoblaze. Now, I don't know. Did you? We didn't actually do a trophy thing for Xenoblaze yet. We're still waiting for the for our trophy maker, our bespoke trophy producer, Yakuzaku, the pug jump himself, to make a bespoke bespoke 5DO award for Xenoblaze. And you know, should work fast because I don't know. You know, it's a pretty stacked bracket we have today, but you know, Xenoblaze might, you know, get a 6DO, which will require a brand new award, I think, right? Because it's out, you know, these things work. Ooh, nice block by Xenoblaze here. The SCV Reaper is on its way. Looks like it's not. Oh, it is going to come here. There's a nice supply depot block, and the Reaper is going to have the time to get here, but the drone is being pulled away by GeoHen. Doesn't want to risk it there. Gonna wait for some backup. No! Gotta bring the plane for this. Okay, so Xenoblaze is gonna delay the third hatchery by quite a bit. And also get a free drone. Alright. Gets a couple of Zerglings as well. The GeoHen did open with a hatchery first, so very macro-oriented build they're going for. We're going to chase that Reaper away finally. Overload speed is on the way, so GeoHen will have the ability to scout the terrain properly. Xenoblaze getting double Hellion production. Going into a starport. Very standard for both of these. Reaper might get... Oh, that was very close. That Reaper. Reapers, they live on the edge. Huh? Huh? Get it? Because they jump from the edges of cliffs. They're like... Because that's where they live, on the edge. I'm very proud of that pun. Yeah, bailing this for GeoHen. Xenoblaze getting a fusion core, so I'm gonna see some battle cruisers become operational. GeoHen definitely scouts this, so this is the power of overload speed. When I know this is coming, spores being made at home. A few Zerglings running in here, but they get burnt down by Hellions. There's a Viking for Xenoblaze, so we're going to clean up these overloads. But they did do the scouting already, so they know about the the fusion core and that critical tech path. Only 4 queens for Geohan. You know, if you see that fusion core and you suspect battle cruisers on the way, might want to get a few more queens. So they're gonna come in handy whatever happens. Especially against these aliens in this situation. Could have helped a lot. Xenoblade gets in here. Gonna kill a lot of these Ducklings, but there aren't a lot of drone kills because there aren't a lot of drones in this natural. They have been evacuated. These aliens should be going down or at least away. Battlecruiser is halfway made. More queens being made by Geohan. Still, gonna have maybe 5 queens to greet the battlecruiser. Might not be enough, question mark. Alright. More battlecruiser is being made. Now we're going into double battlecruiser production. This is pretty committed by Xenoblade. But I don't know, with the aliens on the ground, these battlecruisers are gonna be pretty devastating. I mean, the real damage is going to be the aliens, but the battlecruisers, they're enough to occupy the queens so they can defend the drones. So far, no queens going down. Actually, no, one queen did go down. The other one got saved there. No transfuses on that one. Okay. It does die. The battlecruiser doesn't have a jump yet. Still some more time on that cooldown clock. Geohan still having workers. Having not lost that many drones. 12 in total the entire game. So not the worst for Zerg on 3 bases. Oh, we see a drop door being made over in Xenoblade's 3rd base location. So it's going to be some Kiroverlording. Mato is halfway done. You can see there's the spotter supply depot that Maro did today. All the Terrans are learning. Xenoblades, no response yet. Ooh. Couple of nice connections. Okay, that could have been so much worse. Only 6 kills. A bit of RNG luck for Xenoblades in this case. Not so much RNG, just, you know, random luck locations for the SCVs. It's actually very. I suppose it's more dangerous when you clump the SCVs up when you evacuate them. And now it's 3 battlecruisers. Ouch. Johan is going to be eating a lot of damage now. Queen's getting Yamato'd. These 4 queens are not going to be enough against these 3 battlecruisers. Johan is drawing them back to spore range. The battlecruisers just saunter somewhere else and do their damage. Aliens sneaking in. All the queens are busy, but they're not focusing on the drone, so not as many kills as could have been done there, but still this is a pretty huge amount of damage. Geohan still ahead in workers, has been droning up really hard, but as a result there's not much to defend. Spire is about to finish, but and Geohan does have a huge bank of gas, but not enough minerals to actually make a lot of air units. Let's see Geohan making some corruptors, but by the time they get here, this is going to be too late. Xenoblaze is going to be taking game number 1. Alright. So, huge shout out to WCS Global Finals starting week for for having so many 3-0s. Shout out to Cyril specifically. So they finished on time and gave us the opportunity to actually set up this tournament. And we have a single elimination bracket today, which is really nice. Let's see what Geohen's next map is going to be. Geohen is a player from the Philippines. Their very first appearance in the tournament. Acropolis is going to be their map pick. So let's set that up. There we go. Hey there. Magnath Oreo, S-River. Last turnout today. Tassad, the current reigning SDO champion, has not signed up today. So we're not going to have the streak. But you do have Xenoblaze and S-River, who dominated the bracket in recent weeks. Is it months? Let's make group referee. Let's get Geo in here. All right. Where the spores, yeah, you definitely need more spores and more queens, especially since Xenoblaze went for double BC production. Right, both players are ready. Let's get to it. Doop. Yeah, when you have that double battlecruiser production, usually, you know, you have one battlecruiser, then goes in and you defend it, it does maybe a bit of damage, and then it goes away, gets repaired, and by then you maybe have two battlecruisers for the next wave. But this time, Xenoblaze had 3 battlecruisers for the next wave. And that's something that Geohan did not scout, I believe. Or maybe scouted too late, only with that bending drop. Also, if that bending drop did more damage, things might have been a little more easier on Geohan. Or at least harder on Xenoblaze. All right, everyone. Welcome to the top of the Acropolis, where the Parthenon is. LE. LE, just in case you did not know, stands for laser egg. Laser egg. That's an egg laid by a laser chicken. So now it's a laser egg. Laser chickens, of course, kind of mechanical chickens that shoot lasers out of their eyes. Very dangerous. Don't mess with them. The cyborg chickens. They are very frightening. They make tasty eggs, though. Anyway, in the southeast corner of the map, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series are Blue Terran and 5 times SDO champion. It is Xenoblaze. And in the northwest corner of the map, brand new appearance in the tournament, playing for SC2 Philippines. It's our red Zerg, Geohen. Tassad, Toon Dragon, Papa Panda, and Magnath, and Lock are all friends. Nice to have you all on board. Papa Panda, of course, the greatest name in esports. In case you did not know, is waiting there in the second round of the bracket. We also got Potato Pleb, another phenomenal StarCraft 2 name. I love the P's and the alliterations with P. P. Did I just say PP a lot? Yeah, I don't actually have to pee right now, but that'll come in later. Never mind. We'll have a break. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so Geohen does get to set up a third hatchery quite early without too much interruption. This is what their plan was in the previous game. This time doesn't get so interrupted. Reaper goes in, gets a nice little scout. Doesn't actually see that deep into the main base. Oh, might get caught. Surrounded. Oh, one more hit. Ooh, very close. Again, those Reapers, they live on the edge. I've decided that's going to be a thing now. That joke is so stupid and so bad, it's going to become a meme now. I've generated another meme. This is why I don't get paid the big bucks. Xenoblade is getting a safety bunker at home, which is a bit surprising because nothing that Johan does seems very suspicious so far. I'm wondering why Xenoblade is getting that. You know, you see 3 hatcheries. There's a decent drone count. Yeah, Xenoblade is waiting for an attack that's not coming. I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's his read on the situation is currently. Johan this time did not get the. Oh, it did get the overload speed. My apologies. I clicked the wrong tab. That was the problem. So it does get the overload speed, so we're gonna have some good scouting opportunities here. Xenoblade is going for some bio. There we go. Steam is on the way. So not going to go with any battle cruiser shenanigans. Johan does scout it. This is the little, not the Reaper, the reactor. Same word. This is the Reaper on the the starport. So no, it's not going to be battle cruisers coming out of that. You know, it's gonna be a pretty crazy world when you can make 2 battle cruisers at a time from starport. But this wall should be holding. Wait, repair. Puppy, bring us these repair. Oh, it still could fall. I could still fall. Okay, that's that won't fall. Okay, that was very close for Xenoblade. Wasn't quite paying attention. Was more concentrating on the drop that he was going for. But this could very easily do damage here, especially if those Marines get into a good position. They can fend off the Zerglings. The Bane bus on the other side is being cancelled. The Johan is bringing all of their forces back home, and that may have been the right decision because Xenoblade is doing a lot of damage here, chasing those queens off of creep. The Banelings roll in from the front line, but Xenoblade is playing Marine Split Challenge here. I'm gonna counter that. Now, this is still not the end here. Johan has so many drones for this stage of the game. And now Xenoblade finally starts doing the actual economical damage, but Johan's still ahead in workers. Gotta lose this position. Just has to kill this hatchery. Otherwise, Johan still has the huge economical advantage. Hot pickup. Not actually killing the hatchery. Only killing 11 drones. Johan still ahead in economy. You're going to stay ahead in economy. So yeah, so this attack did a lot of damage in terms of the army supply of Johan, getting 4 queens, a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Banelings. But it didn't actually do the end game, the game-ending economical damage. It was a great trade, though. If you look at the units lost tab, it's Xenoblade only lost 5 Marines, a Reaper, and a Medivac this game. So it's a great trade, but it keeps Johan in a pretty good position for now. Especially if Xenoblade takes his time. No, it looks like Xenoblade is going to keep pushing. Hopefully, the damage that he did was enough. Because Johan is about to finish Baneling speed. The creep spread isn't too good, but there are some queens here to help the situation better. The tanks are starting to siege. Combat shields is about to finish. Xenoblade does have +1 weapons and armor for the Marines. Oh, those Bennies they targeted down and do not actually do anything. The Benny. One brave roly boy. Okay, finally the hatchery is going to go down. And now Xenoblaze can really cement his aheadedness in the game, getting a third base, while Geohan is going back to 2 bases. I mean, Xenoblaze was ahead to begin with, but this is the damage that he had to do. Otherwise, Geohan would have had a chance to come back. Now, Geohan is going to have to rely on some miracle connections on these bio units. That was a kill, that hatchery over there, the 4th base for Geohan. No, that wasn't a kill. That was cancelled. Sorry. That was cancelled. Not a kill. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. Just mute the stream. Just look at the thingy. Geohan setting up another Dropper Lord, Kirover Lord, into Xenoblaze's main base. There's a chance to kill some stuff here. It's actually going into the natural. Yeah, it's going to the natural. There are Marines around to intercept this one, and they actually are going to, and it dies with the Bennies still inside. Xenoblaze going in for another push. These Bennies do get to the Marines, but it's still too much here for Xenoblaze. This should be GG any minute now. Queens are dying, GG is called, and Xenoblaze will take the series 2-0. Nice show by Johan. Not bad at all. Shouldn't feel bad about this. That they are going against a 5-time Sea Duckling Open champion. It's not. There's nothing to be concerned about here. Johan played pretty well, but Xenoblaze is a monster Terran. There's a revolutionary strategy called scouting, and hear me out. It might sound crazy, but it could work. It could work. All right. Let's see what's there. So we're going to have Xenoblaze advancing. We see Papa Panda versus Renegade. Did that start? Yeah, they're in game already. It's a bit of a shame. I was hoping we might catch that. Let's see, with Gravity versus Breedy. Or is it Breedie? Or Breadie? I don't know. That's still going on. Have Magnath versus Potato Pleb. I mean, I think they're out of game. Okay, so we'll cast Potato Pleb versus Magnath. Looks like let's see if they are already prepared, or do we need to set up a lobby? Alright, so Magnath will set up. They have Potato Pleb, very with various appearances in our tournament. Usually does pretty well. It doesn't have a championship yet, I believe. Look, I don't remember everything. I don't remember most things. But usually gets to the at least the semi-final, if not the usually gets to the semi-final. He's a pretty strong player. Hold on. There we go. Group here. There we go. Group, you are host. This is going to be PVT. Terran versus Protoss. Group, your host. Group, go. Group, go. Thinking face emoticon. So our first map is going to be Triton, as it is the map on the bracket over there. Triton, the Tritoniest of all the maps. Hold on, I'm gonna hydrate my hydras. I know there's no Zerg here, but you still gotta keep your hydras hydrated, even in a TVP. All right, everyone, welcome to Triton LE, the map that's not undersea. Let's call Triton. I don't know why. Why is it called Triton? It's a good question. Okay, to happy 69 pepans. Thank you, Magnath. Anyway, speaking of Magnath, in the southeast corner of the map are Pink Protoss, representing Platinum Heroes. Give it up for Magnath. Don't know what TDM stands for. Terran Denial Machine. Could be. In the northwest corner of the map, speaking of Terran Denial Machines, are playing for Alpha Black. Our green Terran Denial Machine is Potato Pleb. Alright, the Potato Pleb is setting up some shenanigans on the other side of the map. Magnath scouts it with the probe. Well, it scouts that there's something on the map. Ooh, it's floating the barracks. Sneaky. You're gonna look for a proxy out on the map, and you're gonna find it. Where is it? It's in your base. Let's see if Magnath doesn't see it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so this is a proxy. What? It's getting cloak? What? Oh, it's a ghost academy. I didn't click it. I thought it was a barrack. I'm on it. This is a ghost rush. What? What? I thought it was going to be a marauder, concussive marauder rush, because why not? No, this is this ghost is so sneaky. This ghost managed to sneak the entire barracks into the enemy base. That's how sneaky this ghost is. Oh, let's see. Potato Pleb gets a nuke. Yeah, there's no way you can afford a nuke at this point in the game. Yeah, Magnath still completely unaware of this. Still all over the map. Look at this. It's got probes all over the map looking for proxies. Blink is on the way. But there you go. One ghost is out. It's on its way, and it's going to start killing probes. 2, actually. It's going to one-shot these probes. Ching, ching, ching. Cloak is about to finish. There we go. Now they're cloaked. GG's called. Wow. Wow. Talk about turn denial machines. That denied the entire game. That game lasted 3 minutes, 43 seconds. what the hell? Cora is asking, what did they just witness? Magnet is saying, StarCraft 2, full EU. I don't know. I don't know what part of the European Union sanctioned this kind of strategy. I'm pretty sure it's forbidden by the Geneva Convention. Wow. All right. It worked. Let's see what Magnet's next map pick is going to be. I'm still smiling. Like, I have a huge grin on my face and I'm still smiling. I mean, oh yeah, the Red Bull Archon tournament. We did see the Red Bull Archon tournament was when the adepts still had it was just the Legacy of the Void, start of Legacy of the Void, when you had adepts with when their glaives was like the Mutalisk jumping attack thingy, and they were super powerful, and the way to they found to block them was to just rush to ghosts. Yeah, and this is a very short amount of time where that both these strategies were viable. Yeah, that was an interesting tournament. All right, looks like let's see if everyone's ready. Go. Potato Blade is a true Korean spamming go in chat. That's a thing that I remember from Brood Wars. Before Brood, from StarCraft, just before even Brood War was out. Koreans just spamming go in chat to start the lobby. Coming to think of it, I think maybe that's a result of like them playing in PC bangs. So you're literally on the clock. You paid for an hour and you have an hour to play, and you just want to get on with it. I don't care. Just let me play the game. I don't have a lot of time here. Maybe that's the reason. No. We should find a StarCraft anthropologist to research that. Anyway, in the southwest corner of World of Sleepers, the greatest sleeping emporium in the StarCraft 2 universe, in the Koprulu sector, and on Earth as well. Recently introducing the Warpin Nova Pillow, which is like a thing that goes in your ear all night. It's very annoying. In the southwest corner of the map, representing Platinum Heroes are being Protoss is Magnath. Terran Dominion multiplier. No, I don't know what the DM stands for. In the northeast corner of the map, representing Alpha Black, currently up one in this best of 3 series, our green Terran is Potato Pleb. Alright, so no proxies this time. Magnet going for Cyber Expand. Does block the Reaper jumpy paths here. Because as we know, Reapers, they live on the edge. I mean, sometimes they die on the edge, and that was pretty cool. Like when they jump off a cliff and then they die, just and their body parts fly all over the place. That's fun, right? Alright, so one adept going to come out for Magnath. Ooh, and we are going with Twilight Council, so maybe Magnath will try to go with the same blink they went with in the previous game, although maybe that was just a reaction to the proxy that Magnath wasn't able to find. It's all possible they just go with Glaives. I guess we shall see. Yeah, it's SCV's being lazy on Potato Pleb's back of the mineral line. Because, you know, the SCV Union. Did they kill a probe? Oh, yeah. Could be. They're still being lazy. They're not going to work. They're still there. So, you know. Just look. They're making out. During walk hours. How rude. Okay, instead of actually go down to a Reaper. Sometimes adepts live on the edges as well. Look at that, they're just making out back there. I'll tell them to the Union. There we go, now they're going to work. Okay, so Potato Pleb getting combat shields and steam at the same time. With a double, triple barracks. Okay. Wait. I didn't even notice that. Potato is getting pure racks. No factory, no starport. What? It's not a 2, it's not even a 2-on-1, it's just a 3-0-0. Yeah. So Potato Pleb is going to meme it out. This is very dangerous though. The combat shields are going to give the Marines some more healths, so they could steam without being too vulnerable. But without medivacs, this is so dangerous. There's a factory for Potato Pleb, but yeah, medivacs are going to be a long time coming. And it doesn't look like Potato Pleb is going to be waiting. He's amassing units. There's the move out. Magnath is sneaking around, not going to see this coming. Potato Pleb doesn't have much to defend at home. This could be damaging for both of these players. Okay, the Stalkers are in. They do have Blink. Okay, there's one Marauder in that bunker. It's got to be enough to keep those Stalkers at bay, and this force is actually attacking the Magnath's third. If this is all Potato Pleb kills here, it's not going to be enough. You gotta do damage on the natural as well. A robotics bay is on the way for Magnath, so that's going to be either Colossi or Disruptors. Oh, nice, powering down these gateways. That's gonna do a lot of damage for Magnath's ability to make units. And now Potato Pleb can start doing the real damage here. This might be the end of the game. The Magnath can't really do much. Gonna get an Immortal. Which I don't think that was what Magnath was going for. Especially with those gateways being depowered, there's not a lot of units buildings producing units. There are 3 gateways that are powered, so Magnets can only make 3 units at a time. And there goes the natural base. Magnets is now stuck on 1 base. This is 1 Artosis pylon there. Magnet's entire production is on 1 pylon. No, this is the robotics facilities all the way at the back of the main base. Yeah, but Potato Blab is satisfied, having killed 2 Nexi. Going to go back home. Magneth double expanding, trying to recoup that loss. Yeah, that was a huge amount of damage. Potato Blab only lost 5 Marines, 3 Marauders, and a Reaper. This is a very uneven trade, and Potato Blab's economy just shoots up compared to Magnat's 50 workers to 27. Magnat is having difficulty even rebuilding the worker count because they only have 1 Nexus left. And Potato Blab now has a 3rd command center being flown into a 3rd base location. And now that there's a factory and a starport, we got some medivacs, we got some tanks, tremendous amount of marauders, 14 marauders, 20 marines. Yeah, that's something that's going to destroy this Protoss force. 1 disruptor for Magnath, and 1 marauder. No, 1 immortal. It's kind of it's the Protoss marauder, right? Potato Blab steams forward. It's a really good disruptor hit, but it's not going to be enough to do all the damage here. This is a lot of stuff that Potato Blab has. The Marauders are pretty beefy, tanky, and they do a lot of damage to these stalkers. GG's gold. Potato Blab will take the series here. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, you have Papa Panda winning 2-0 versus Renegade versus Renegades, as I like to call them. Look, there are X's in the name. You gotta pronounce them. All right, so Potato Blab is going to go up against S River next. Hold on. I mean, OC chat. I accidentally typed in all caps in chat. Wrong. Let me introduce everyone. Our captain, Captain Nickname himself, Light VIP.
Hello.
Did you forget to turn on your microphone?
No, I paused for dramatic effect.
Okay. Because you were quiet, and then I heard like a click, and I was like,
No. It was intentional. It was all planned.
Alright, so we have Estrover versus Potato Blab next. Potato Blab immediately responds, "Rip me." Yeah, Estrover, I was calling out to see the 3-time SDO champion, 3 times in a row SDO champion, I should say.
But yeah, these 2 players have played each other quite a fair bit. I feel like, especially maybe a month ago, or maybe a little bit more, they would often like meet up, like, and face each other in SDOs. Along with like Papa Panda and Acontistas, like, they would all like, yeah.
They all end up against one another at some point.
Yeah.
Like today, we have Papa Panda, Potato Blab, and Estrover already in semifinals, and I won't be surprised if Xenoblaze is somewhere in the semifinals as well against Papa Panda over there.
Yeah, it is possible. He is facing a new player right now though, so we don't know what might come of that.
Yeah, we have Breedy or Breedy or Brady.
Bready. It's bread.
I mean, Brady did win 2-1 against Gravity, so you know they didn't just appear at that round.
So it looks like we will be playing on Singapore.
All right, so it's best if you set up, I think.
Yes. Ephemeron.
Don't forget game hard for people who game hard. For the people who game hard, I game hard. I use game hard. It's called a 3-rack steal.
You see that now?
Because I remember thinking when I was talking, like, there's a name for this, and I can't remember it. I'll go with my own analysis. Yeah, 300. Look, I didn't invent this way of describing things, okay? I inherited it, and I'm just making sense of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, group is ref. Okay, everyone's ready. We can go. Let's hope this series isn't as ephemeral as the previous series.
I was gonna. I'm not ready for this cast. I'm not ready for these puns.
I'm doing pistol fingers, just in case you don't know. I'm doing like finger snaps and pistol fingers at the same time, like finger snaps. Call them pistol snaps, maybe. It's like they're shooting. But what were you saying? Sorry, I interrupted you with my genius invention.
Oh my god! Just into the players. It's just.
Well, everyone, welcome to Ephemeron, the most ephemeral map of all the maps, except Abiogenesis and other maps that were really close, small maps that I don't remember. Except this map isn't really all that small. I don't know why it's called Ephemeron. LE, just in case you do not know, stands for loud earwax. You know, it's not technically loud, but because it's in your ear, you hear it very loudly. That makes sense. In the northwest corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming Ladder heroes, are 3 times in a row, count them, 3 times in a row, SDO champion, and 1-time MSO champion as well. Don't forget about that. Orange Zerg, S River. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing Alpha Black, the Terran Denial Machine. the green Terran Denial Machine known as Potato Pleb.
So I did catch the last series, and did he proxy the racks in the main, or did he float it up? Like I just looked.
He floated it up.
Okay, because I saw some crazy shenanigans coming out of Potato Pleb.
Yeah, that was some legacy. Not really. This was some Wings of Liberty crap. This is this kind of stuff that only worked in the first couple of weeks when StarCraft 2 just came out and nobody knew how to play the game in it yet. So that's the only time this stuff kind of worked. And now apparently, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see if he does something. If he like whips something crazy out in a TVZ as well. Like I want to see what he can do.
Well, it's not a 300 because there's a factory coming in.
Yep. It's not a 3-0-0.
And we'll know that Potato Pleb is not the favorite player here against Ezreal, and Potato Pleb knows that. He feels that, as he said in chat.
Yeah,
So
he has taken maps and taken series off of S River, but he like overall he's down. You know.
Here's the Queen waddling forward. Get a Reaper! Get out of my lawn! Get off my creep! Like, you don't even have creep here. I'm gonna have creep here.
Does sneak into the main though to get a scat off and make sure there's no like early roaches or anything crazy like that. You know, just making sure it's all legit.
Only one drone on the gas for Ezreal.
Yeah. It's looking to be very mineral heavy. Probably getting a lot of queens, I imagine. Yeah, nice scouting so far. In the meantime, have we? I don't recall. Have we seen Potato Pleb go for like BCs or anything like that in the past? Or
No.
he's not that kind of player.
We did see. I don't. I mean, I don't. Not today, but I don't. I don't. You know what? I don't remember.
Okay.
I mean, he's a Korean Terran, so. You know, and one thing we know, judging by all the Korean Terrans we know in our clan, they pretty much go BCs all the time.
Yes.
They don't make any other units but BCs.
Yeah.
They seem to think that this is mono battle cruiser.
Can confirm. But judging from the way S Rever is playing, especially with that wall off, we might see a Nidus come out. A Nidus with roaches. I'm not too sure. Like this is something you normally see like in ZVZ or something like that.
S still barely mining gas though.
No, yeah, you're right. what's he doing? Only now just getting all his gases.
He was still mining on one drone up until like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any roaches at all ready or lings, so this could deal a lot of damage. Like after he kills his third, he could head towards the natural.
Yeah, fine on the way. More queens are being made, but it's one queen will probably not even get to finish. It's it's mining. It's mining.
Yeah, it's getting away as well. Look, he got away with the minerals.
Yeah.
Oh no, keep going. What are you doing? Right. Oh, they're ignoring him. It's okay. No.
It's like, guys, it's okay. I know what I'm doing. They're not gonna burn me. Right, the wall saves the day here for Ezreal, but a couple of Hellbats will be dropped into the main.
Yeah. Oh, but they do get snipes.
Yeah. So all in all, 4 drone kills and hatchery and a couple of queens. So pretty good damage by Potato Pleb. Not the best of trades. He also lost a Liberator at some point. So not the best of damages, but yeah, keeping a Zerg on 2 bases is pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I was a little bit worried that he was kind of wasting his time with the third. Like we saw that S Rever didn't have any units ready at all. If he had just gone straight for the natural and tried to end it there, I think he could have done a lot more damage. But instead, you know, going for being a little bit more safer, you know, getting that third, getting that like assured damage instead of gambling. Either way, it works.
Yeah, he's getting the assured aheadedness. You want to get the safe aheadedness and not the flimsy aheadedness.
Yeah.
That might turn into behindedness. Or behinditude. Speaking of behinditude, Ezreal is taking a pretty damn forward base there.
Yeah. Being very greedy, double expanding since he did lose his third. And getting a Spire. Wow.
Yeah.
That's...
Oh. He started mining gas again, so... You know,
yeah.
Finally.
Do you think we're going to see Mutas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. I believe. I mean, well, let's change it. I believe Ezreal wants to make mutas. I'm not sure if we're going to see them because Potato Pleb is going to be pushing out soon.
Yeah, and he will see this 4th base. I'm not sure if he's gonna go for it or go straight for the 3rd, but you know he is now aware.
Do you think maybe this was the this is the great mind game? It's like put a base here just so your enemy would have something to shoot at.
A scouting hatchery.
No, not a scouting, just a delay, a bait hatchery. Because he didn't lose all that much from that hatchery kill. But it did delay Potato Pleb's drop by like 20, 30 seconds. Think
Just need
about
to be
it.
careful with those medevacs. Yeah. It's like it's like buying time. It's like a distraction or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a lot of roaches on the S-River side. 17 roaches, 12 more being made. But Potato Pleb's upgrades are about to kick in.
Yeah. I'm not too sure. What's Potato Pleb making from his factories? Is he going?
Wait. S-River just now started roach speed.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's not making anything from his. That's what I was curious because I was looking at the production tab. I'm like, what's his plan? Like, what's his? Oh, okay. No, he does have some tanks. All right. I was worried for a second.
He's got 3 tanks.
But there are. I almost said corruptors. There are ravagers.
Yeah, but keep in mind, everything Potato Pleb has is +1. S-River also has +1s, but no speed on the roaches, so they're not really as mobile. Oh, they're eating road. Oh no.
Yeah, but there is a lot of buyer here, so
Yeah, but Epic is pretty highly stimmed right now. You gotta be careful.
yeah. Oh, he loses the medevac as well. Oh my, he loses
And a
2 to
tank.
the fire.
Yeah, but still he does a lot of damage here. He's killing all of S-River's army. Now he's going to get into the queens as well.
It's really important to note, though, that if he gets pushed away from this, there is like a sneaky base up to the north that S-River is getting, and uncontested.
Yeah, and Potato Pleb has to back away. This Bioforce is very low in health.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps losing. Oh, he keeps having rally.
Oh, his rally. I'm looking at the supply. Like,
he doesn't have any tanks. He stopped making tanks, and he doesn't have any.
Yeah. It's only starting up now, but S-River shouldn't be able to push up that ramp, so Potato Pleb should be okay for the time being.
However, it does let S-River get away with 4 bases.
Yeah, that's 2 CCs being made though from Potato Pleb. That's quite a lot. Oh, Hydras. Wait, what? Did he forget he made a Spire? What? I'm so confused. You had the Spire already. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe maybe it's just a safety spire, just so you could have that that ability to transition. Then he sees, okay, so you have a lot of Marines all over the place. Maybe I shouldn't go with the Mutalisks.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna go Corruptor and have them there to take up to eventually Broodlords with his Roach Ravager, but
Yeah, and also nice to have to push away the Medivacs, prevent any kind of vision for the tanks.
yeah.
Alright. That's creep spread by S-River. People are finding it difficult to clean it all up. Oh, they're going to! Why is it?
Just be careful. He may stumble upon the north base now. It's a little bit worrisome because that base is just going away, and Potato Pleb has no idea that it's there. Like, he doesn't know how many bases S-River really is on.
Alright. This drop should get cleaned up.
Oh god!
Get the medivac.
Oh, no. Wait.
These lazy Hydralisks, they're like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nah, I'm good. One more shot? Nah, I'm okay. It's
I
fine.
get paid enough for this. I'm not gonna chase
We
it.
don't get paid for this.
We don't have Hydra speed.
You did not play for the upgraded service, not the premium package. If you played for the premium package, we'll snipe the medevac from far away. If not, we'll just get them to low health, and you're gonna have to do the rest yourself. Borrow coming up for S-River, so and an infestation phase. So borrowed infestors.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get to that though, because it's a really big Zerg army.
I think Potato should have enough to deal with this. The planetary fortress is going to go down, though.
Oh no, he can't chase! Oh god!
Oh, he hits a lot of bile shots there. Right
Yeah.
on the front line. This Hydralisk is damaging. So
Yeah.
okay,
managed
nice
to clean this
start
up.
forward there. It's going to clean up all of the Zerg forces here.
Yeah.
That's very costly for S-River. I like the addition of the Widow Mines. And
It's
the
costly for
little
both players.
it's
Um,
like all this blood on the floor. uh, yeah, so S-River didn't really do that big of a damage. This was a base that wasn't really that important. I don't
yeah,
think there were
especially
even any.
because
I don't think it only killed 4 SCVs the entire game, so that wasn't um, the important base because Potato Blood did take a 4th base. This was a 5th.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Just like us Trevor, he had the base further to the south.
mhm,
But again, as Trevor, he's expanding more and more to the corners of the map and uncontested as well. And if you leave a Zerg to like alone like this, like
mhm.
I'm worried for the Terran player. In saying that, as Trevor, he's going for a really interesting army composition. He's going for lurkers.
Yeah, it's lurkers. No infestors though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not too sure what his plan is because he did get that infestation pit, but I don't think he has hive yet. Like I don't. Oh god! But there's
Okay.
nothing here.
Yeah, the Zerg is coming where the Terran defenses are not. The Liberators and the Widow Mines were all sieged somewhere else.
Yeah.
The Widow Mines aren't. They need to work. They're far. It's just fucking around.
Yeah, he needs to spread his liberators as well. They were all clumped up and they all almost died to
They
biles.
just you have Hydralisks here. Liberator range is just about to finish, but it's not. It's not really here in time. I don't think the Liberator's even shot once. Oof. Yeah, I think this is it for Potato Blood. Super
Yeah.
just keep on rolling here. Going to
I don't know,
buy the Liberator or Hydra down the Liberators.
I don't know if getting that many liberators was the right call instead of like focusing more on like factory units like tanks or widow mines.
Maybe Potato Blood was expecting Ultralisks or something, or I don't know.
Potentially, yeah, yeah. I mean, again, this is a really interesting army composition that we don't really see in ZVT.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving down and taking this space as well.
Yeah. And that was a good mining base. GG's gold. S-River will take game number 1. Wasn't easy though. Potato Blood made it pretty damn hard.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Let's see what the next map is. Disco Bloodbath. A bloody map. Bloodbathy map. If you will.
But yeah, in that last game, I think part of it did come down to Potato Pep slipping on his macro a little bit because there was that period where we saw him push out with those 3 tanks. But as that was happening, there wasn't anything being produced from factories, and then for the next couple of minutes, there wasn't anything being produced from factories.
Yeah, if you had tanks for the counter attack, he would have been fine.
Yeah.
I have to think if the lurkers, they didn't really do all that much in the end, other than tank for the Hydralisks.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't like, it was mainly like the biles and the hydras that were dealing all the damage, especially in that last engagement. I'm just getting the lobby bug as I'm making the lobby. Nice.
Blizz. And yeah, Cameron is right. Potato did get caught out of position because he was defending the 5th base when
Yeah.
the main base, the natural, was just like, it's open here.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could argue that like maybe at that stage of the game, especially when you have like 5 bases, like throw down a couple of sensor turrets, right? Like to try and keep an eye on where your opponent is.
Did have a sensor tower in the 4th base, I believe. That wasn't didn't come into play here.
Yeah.
Right. Right, so we have so Xenoblade versus 3D still playing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I imagine they're either in game 3 or they're having very long macro games.
Papa is saying he thinks they moved server, so that's why we're not seeing them.
Yeah, as they are both European.
Is Brady playing Protoss by any chance? Do we have any Protoss here anymore? Where are all them Protoss?
I mean, Brady's a Protoss.
Where are you? Didn't you just set up the lobby?
No, Potato Club set up the lobby.
Oh, okay. It's like getting me invited. Like, where's Light? Why is Light not here? You're still getting lobby bug, I think.
Yeah, I gotta restart again.
Blizz.
I feel like it gets even worse around like patch days, like when they recently apply a patch.
Blizzard is a patch company. They're only good for a certain period of time, and afterwards they get outdated. Did you tell Papa Panda and whoever to wait for us?
Yes.
Okay.
I told Papa Panda. So he should tell his opponents whenever that is a thing. Okay, I'm in.
Right. Who's ready? All right, everyone's ready. Let's go. Boop.
So, are we going to see Potato Pleb proxy?
We might. It's a good. If you feel like you're playing against a better opponent, it seems to be strong. Although, I don't think that's the right idea though. Because Estrover is pretty good at holding against cheeses and stuff. And as you can see, like in a macro game, in a more macro-oriented back and forth game, it could be pretty close between these two.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to Potato Pleb, we saw his like early like Hellbat push last game, and because of how greedy Estrover was being, like if he had pushed it a little bit harder, like he could have even won the game at that point.
Yeah. So I'm saying, I think Potato Pleb should just play standard.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe a cheeky strategy here and there, but not not cheese. Anyway, we are on Disco Bloodbath, the bloodiest of all the discos. Oh, the bloodbathiest of all the discos, or the discosiest of all the bloodbaths. LE. LE, in case you did not know, stands for Lagoon Enough. Lagoon Enough. If you see like a geographical formation of like a beach, and you go, is this a lagoon or is it not a lagoon? Could it be a lagoon? And it was like, it's lagoon enough. It's a technical term. In the northwest corner of the map, representing Alpha Black, our green terrain is Potato Pleb. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, the 3 times in a row SDO champion and 1-time MSO champion, our orange Zerg is S-River.
Okay, so Steel,
Yeah.
you've seen Blade, right?
The movie?
Yes, the movie.
I've seen it like maybe 3 times. I don't remember any of it.
Okay, okay. Because when you were talking about the disco bloodbath, that just made me think of, I don't know if you remember the opening scene of Blade 1, where they're in a blood rave.
Oh yeah, when the vampires are dancing in this blood dripping from the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah, from the sprinklers. Yeah, that's all I could think of.
Yeah, maybe that's what it's referring to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Kerwin continuing the sub gift that I gifted him. I like it's so great when they can stand on their own 2 feet and and pay for their own Twitch subs. And we have Phoenix Tears raiding us with a party of 3. What do we do for raiding? Do we do quacks?
No. Quacks are subs.
Quacks are for subs. Okay, for raiding, what do we do?
Kuro, help us make an executive decision.
Alright, so we do a Sea Potato Pleb opening up standard.
Mm-hmm. We do. Pretty standard from both players.
Ah, there it is. There's the fusion core.
Oh, okay.
You were
okay.
asking about this. There's the answer.
Yeah. Fucking BCs.
This
So, S-River does have overlords at the natural and at the main ready to go in at a moment's notice to try and scout and see what his opponent is doing. So if he chooses to scout, he should be able to see this. In saying that though, it's getting a little bit late. Typically you want to go in around the 4-minute mark or even before to see what your opponent's doing.
Yeah.
The overlords are still just chilling.
Yeah, that was we did see a demonstration of that with Xenoblaze versus Geohan. Geohan kept getting the overload speed early on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they always scouted what Xenoblaze was doing. And scouted the BCs way early.
Yeah, and Potato Pleb smartly going for that Viking first, trying to clear out the overlords. So even if he did try and scout, like he's trying to make sure that doesn't happen, right? So yeah.
And we is on the way.
And we already see a divergence in builds from S-Rever. Instead of going roaches this game, he's already gotten a Baneling Nest. So he's going to go for like a more standard Ling Bane style, which I always enjoy watching.
Yeah, also gets blind spores.
Yep.
So not in all the bases though, so it's going to be dangerous. And how many queens do we have? Only 4. Yeah, that's good against the first battle cruiser, but when they come in twos,
yeah,
it'll be dangerous.
Well, and it looks like he's going to try and multi-prong, hit with the Hellions first, and then at the same time with the BCs.
There's an armory out, so yeah, and more factories. So Potato Pleb is going to mech.
Oh,
following this push.
yeah.
And he does have Hellbats at his disposal here to camp under the battle cruiser. Oh, the Banelings are not enough to clear those out.
Yeah, and he's attacking together with his VC. But
It doesn't
Yamato
have
can-
Yamato yet, so Space
Yeah.
can't really take down Queens very quickly. His second battle cruiser is on the way. The ground
Oh,
forces
move
are
command.
picking up. Yeah. Is there anything more embarrassing for a Hellbat than to die to Zerglings? Right, battle cruiser will have to limp away.
Yeah. Does need to be careful. He should be fine though. But is there enough at home to defend? Oh, okay. There's 2 Hellbats as long as
The
he
water's
doesn't
not
let them
alone.
through.
Lift up,
no.
lift up, puppy. Lift.
He's not gonna lift. Oh god. Are there more Hellions at the top of the ramp? I don't. Yeah. Okay. There are. Okay.
For Hellbats, so should be fine. Baneling's being morphed in the back of the mineral line there. Oh, this place is oversaturated. There's a lot of CPs
Oh,
here.
they're gonna finish. They're gonna finish.
Yeah.
Beat. Split. Run away. Oh god.
Oh, the
No, don't keep going. Okay.
Oh.
He's like,
Yeah, the SCPs are repaying the battle cruiser, but he's trying to repair the battle cruiser, but they all went into the gas refinery instead. Right, there we go. They are repairing the battle cruiser with some nice paint jobs. Gonna pimp that battle cruiser up. Now there are 2 of them. Jump is finished.
Also-
It's a spire, so corruptors should be popping out? Question mark. Where are
yeah.
they?
Yeah. They should.
Corrupt.
And Potato Player does already have his 3rd CC as well flying over, so he's not all in. It wasn't like a 2-base all in or anything like that. So he's fine to continue on with the game.
Yeah, blue flame and magnetic overflow missiles. I don't
know what it's called. I don't-
mag field accelerator.
Yeah, the Cyclone upgrade. Is it Cyclone upgrade?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
mag field accelerator. Acceler something.
Yeah, but Yamato only starting now.
Yeah.
I think he just noticed it. I think he tried to Yamato the Queens and it was like, oh, it's we're gonna have it.
I need an upgrade for that. I remember when Yamato used to cost energy.
He should be able to cancel this though, so it's quite a good pickoff. And at the same time, there are a bunch of Hellions going for the 3rd.
That was kill.
Oh, yeah, they were distracted by the. Oh, they're gonna get that base as well.
This one too.
Oh my god,
Wow.
mate! Magfield Accelerate, whatever the Cyclone upgrade. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and now we have blue flame pre-igniter thingies.
Yeah. And the
And
Corruptors
the battle
almost
cruisers
caught the
jump
beast.
away from the corruptors, and these corruptors are really good at not killing Cyclone Hellion.
Yes. Yeah, experts at that. Oh, but it does look like he's going around and he may be able to pick off some Corruptors. Maybe they're kind of beefy though. Yeah. Oh, but can he cancel the base again? Will he get a kill?
Probably. It's the lock on, and that thing is dead.
Oof.
This was a cancel. Alright, smart surfers on the way, so this can be quickly made into Hellbats areas. Hidden Hellbats. Transformer is smarter than the eye.
Yeah, and the BC production continues, making more and more.
Yeah. No, actually no, it just started. So
Just started.
Yeah, still I have. I don't know if that's the smartest ideas because now that Silver has corruptors, maybe just make more stuff on the ground.
For sure. Oh, it does need to be careful though. The BCs are getting a little bit exposed.
Very exposed actually. Still have the jump, so
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't risk it by letting it go all the way down to the last bit of health points. You know, this is something people sleep on, but repairs to battle cruisers cost a lot.
Yeah, part of me feels like he shouldn't stop BC production. Maybe like go Thors instead, like
Yeah.
to fulfill the same role. You know?
I mean, look, with Yamato, you still have a pretty good battle cruisers with Yamato is a pretty good counter to Broodlords. I mean, depending on how many corruptors you have on, but still, if they can, if you can shave off a few units each volley, then
Yeah.
it becomes more effective. You know,
for sure.
at this point, the battlecruiser is just a spellcaster, not an actual frontline unit.
Yamato and then teleport away, basically. Just
Yeah.
But yeah, Potato Flip getting his 4th up. Estrever getting his 4th up as well. A little bit worrying. Should be working on his 5th by now, but his bases just kept getting cancelled, so he's a little bit behind when it comes to the economy.
Corky's shouting Magfield accelerators in
The Cyclone upgrade,
our
right?
chat. Yeah, we know. We figured it out, Corky. Thank you.
Okay. Estrever only now going for the infestation pit, so his hive is still a ways away. Does manage to pick up the queen.
I'm gonna go into this base again. There are 2 bases here to choose from now.
Yeah, oh, there's a lot of Ling Bane that he can surround the Cyclones. Oh god! Oh. And we're in the
The plan is
PCs!
pretty good though.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wait. What? Okay.
Yeah, and he's gonna get a bunch of drones as well.
But this is the thing. He just lost an entire make army.
He did, but he is still ahead in supply. He just needs to saves his BCs as well.
Okay, so that wasn't as bad, but it was very costly.
Yeah, yeah, he definitely could have done that without getting surrounded by the Lings, but they just.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing that was his goal, not to get surrounded by. I'm guessing he was trying to do that without being surrounded and losing his entire army. Call me crazy, but
we can just speculate. You know, we don't know.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we'll ask him after the game. We'll ask him.
Like, was this a 9,000 IQ move to lose your entire mech army there? Like, no, that wasn't. No. I'm very confident, and I hope to show good games for my fans.
Does remind me of some of the old Korean interview questions.
So what were you thinking back there? Good games.
Yeah. My opponent played well, but I played well as well.
Fighting.
Oh god. So we still don't see.
We have to 5, and there are more being made, and Thor's.
We do have a hive, and there it is. Finally, we're getting a greater spire coming out of Estrever.
I just noticed Potato Club is so behind in terms of upgrades. He's just now finishing +1 for the Calican units.
Yeah, it's something that unfortunately he's been neglecting a little bit. But he does scan and he does see the greater spire, so he needs to start transitioning into that more heavy anti-air, potentially getting out Ravens or Vikings.
Yeah, it's getting Thors, but that's not, that's good with the army, but
yeah, it
it's
can be very tricky. If Yaku was here, he could be yelling to get the ghosts.
Yeah, it's difficult to use the Vikings when there's so many corruptors out on the map. With the Zug army.
But Estrever is out of position, but he's coming now and he could get us around on this army.
Tanks. Oh, the Zuglings do get to the tanks, and the Hellbats are not in position to clean them.
The BCs do come in there. Oh, and there are Thors as well.
But one of them did jump here.
Yeah.
So it can't jump away. The Thors do their little weird squad attack, but it's not. It's not enough to kill the Corruptors. That was 3 battlecruisers that went down here.
He did end up killing the base though. And again, if we look at the supplies, he's doing well for himself. He's successfully starving out Estrever. In saying that though, Broodlords will be coming out soon, and that could change everything. Especially because he did lose a couple more BCs there. That's less Yamadas for the Broodlords, right?
And he's also getting +3 air carapace upgrade. No flyer weapon though. No flyer attack upgrade though.
Yeah. Potato Pleb still committing to that Thor. He's making 3 at a time now. Jesus. And I don't know if that's the right answer, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Oh, 7 Broodlords, 8 Broodlords on the way.
Yeah, oh, they're getting scanned, so.
Yeah, he knows.
But.
He knows.
So where? How many in terms of bases? I have stopped counting. So Estrava has 6 bases.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit insane.
It also has 6 bases.
Yeah, he's working on his 6th. True.
Yeah, it's floating the 6th. No, he actually. Yeah, it's floating the 6th to location. It's weird because it has one just sitting there in the middle.
Yeah.
It's an orbital command at the front. All right.
Yeah, it's
Levy's moving on creep again.
It's one of those distraction bases.
Mm-hmm. The battle cruisers are getting close to the corruptors. The mech arm is getting surrounded, but there are Hellbats on the ground to deal with the Zerglings. Battle cruisers are getting low on health. They don't get jumped away though.
Yeah, there's only 4 Broodlords left.
They do have jump. He's jumping to the other side to deal with the Broodlords.
Yeah, to make sure they don't run away.
Running away. GG's go. Potato Pleb. Evens up the score. We have ourselves a sideways 1-1.
Nice.
Nice. Acropolis is our next map. That's where the top of the Acropolis, that's where the Parthenon is. In case you did not know.
I have some news.
Mm-hmm.
Guess whose series just ended and who advanced?
Xenoblaze versus Breedy. I want to say Breedy advanced because otherwise he wouldn't have made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, Brady advanced 2-1 over Xenoblaze.
Alrighty. So we have ourselves a brand new contender here. Playing with the BE boys. And also Protoss. So,
yeah,
you know, the Protoss here are not dead. Yet.
They are not.
But wow, that must have been an interesting series.
Yeah, for sure.
2-1 versus Xenoblaze.
I'm just setting up now.
Xenoblaze saying got Protoss. Why do I keep jumping over to the OSC chat? Why? Why is that the default? I don't. It's like I don't even know.
But yeah, it's like Xenoblaze is right in the sense that we don't really know how Brady plays. Like, is he another Starduck? Are we just gonna see like cannons everywhere? Like,
I mean, that was a pretty long series, so I'm guessing.
True.
Not the most cannon rushy player.
Unless they started off as cannon rushes and then just kept going.
Could be. Alright, everyone's ready. We can go. Set game prophecy.
Nice.
Make game art. Put game art.
It's there.
I know. I just wanted to make you panic a little. Probably shouldn't have done that, but you know.
It's fine.
No, I actually did wait until you couldn't leave the lobby anymore. So we have a sideways 1-1. And we are at the top of the Acropolis. That's where the Parthenon is, in case you do not know. LA. And in case you do not know what LA stands for, it stands for uh, ladle elasticity. Ladle elasticity. That's when you buy a ladle for for cooking, and you want it to be elastic because I don't know. It makes the food tastier. Speaking of tastier, in the southeast corner of the map, representing Winter Gaming Ladder Heroes, the 3 times in a row, count them. It confused the Xenoblade there for a second. 3 times, count them. SDO champion. Our Orzer is S River. And in the northwest corner of the map, representing Alpha Black, our Green Terran, it's Potato Pleb. Alright. So both of them opening up standardly again.
Yeah, no.
Hatchery first.
Yep, no weird proxy or anything like that. No proxy ghost. Unfortunately. But
I mean, that was against Protoss.
It's true.
Protoss.
It's true.
So, yeah, I don't know how that would work against Zerg.
Yeah, it's typically easier to deal with invisible units as Zerg.
It was also a map-specific thing, I think. So it was just Triton, right?
I think so. Maybe, potentially.
Yeah, I think that was it was on Triton. Was the first map.
An interesting third base. That's Trevor going for. I'm not too sure if
did the
he
Reaper
went for that.
block the. Maybe he saw the Reaper there, the SCP on the third one, and was like, "Alright, I'm gonna take it to city."
Yeah. Potentially abusable, because it can be very easy to drop from the third into the main. But in saying that, we haven't seen Potato Pleb do much drop harass. So
Xenoblade is saying 6 minutes Zealous and DT's timing attacks, no cannons. Okay, so we've got something to look forward to with.
So we don't have a startup, we have a nemesis. Okay.
We have a nemesis, yeah.
It's not one, it's the other.
The spiritual successor to Nemesis.
Unfortunately, she couldn't make it to SEO today, but she did send her fellow Protoss D tier, so it's all good.
Wait, is it Brady the one from Singapore? No, Brady is from Europe.
It's from the Netherlands. It's okay.
Who did you say is from a Latin country called Singapore?
Look, it's close enough, all right. Like,
I was asking where one of the players is from, and Light is like, it's from one of the Latin countries. Oh no, Singapore. It's like, what?
Look, we've had a lot of Colombians recently.
I know. Yaku is taking Duolingo, but that doesn't make Singapore a Latin country.
I mean, have you heard him roll his R's?
Yes. Every time he does a Serral impersonation, or even a Kerwin impersonation, which they sound pretty same when he does them.
Yeah. He has just the default European impersonation, basically. Yeah.
I know he's learning German in Duolingo. Kurup. And I know Germany is not a Latin country, but if they all learn Duolingo with Spanish or Latin, they could be a Latin country.
So Potato Pleb going for this 1-1-1, and instead of BCs, we have Banshees coming out.
Yeah.
I like it. He's mixing things up. Every game so far, he's done a different style opening. It's quite nice to see. But he's to be careful that he's gonna get surrounded. Oh god, there's so many leads. Get out!
Split puppy.
Oh god. Catches all the Hellions.
That was a very panicky Hellion move. But Ezreal was pretty good at surrounding moves.
And that's not a wall.
Nice moves.
Oh, never mind. But there's banshees, but I don't think there's a wall at the natural. I don't think.
Yeah, but there's no detection on this side. The lair just started.
Yeah. Once again, Esrever, even though he has the overlords in position, has not gone for a scout, so he didn't know that this was coming. And his lings across the map, they're just chilling, waiting at the third. They haven't gone in to try and counterattack.
He's not spoiling the natural. If he moves the banshee to the natural, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's what he
9
does.
kills already. Yeah. And the lings are still just chilling. They're not going. Esrever, please. Oh, he was waiting to make banelings. Okay.
Okay, this bust could be incredibly powerful.
It could do a lot of damage. Oh, he's gonna bust right through the wall.
Turning into Hellbats, but there's not a lot of them.
Oh, he gets surrounded.
It doesn't block the ramp itself. The Zerglings are munching on SCVs. Hellbats, do something. Get in there. Get in. We're not getting in the fight.
Hellbats, please.
Please. Getting
Oh my god.
afraid here. Yeah, I think this is it. 39 SCVs down.
Oh. He does have 3 CCs though, like 3 mules, so he could do something if he still has the Banshee alive. I don't know if he
Yeah, but
lost
he
it.
doesn't have any production. Yeah, the Banshee is still alive, but it's out of energy because it's, you know.
Oh, can he finish the wall in time? I don't think he
Actually,
can.
no, does have energy, but no. Okay, between the Hellbats and the tanks, this should be should be held off.
Should be okay.
But yeah, rebuilding 43 SCVs.
He's only down 14 workers, so well, he's throwing down a lot of mules, so he could stabilize and catch up, but we do have a Hydralisk then coming down already. I don't know if he's going to have enough to defend against the next push. Oh, but the Banshee is still going. I can hear it somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't know how much damage it can actually accomplish.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the second Banshee. First one died. This is a third Banshee actually. we've missed the second one. Yeah, this is not going to do enough damage. It does keep Esrever from barreling forward in terms of worker supply, but yeah, still pretty far ahead.
Yeah, Potato Pleb's slowly closing the gap with workers.
And
But-
staying ahead in army supplies as well, but is he going to be ready for the next phase, which is going to be upgraded Hydralisks?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because
Speed Banes.
yeah, he's going to be behind in tech and upgrades, so he's just going to need an amazing... Like, he does have a pretty good spread with his tanks. So if Esrever does push into the natural, he will be pushing, like, giving Potato Pleb the best defense that he could possibly ask for.
Yeah, here comes the second boss. I like that the depot went down to tank fire more than the action.
But like little things like this is what Potato Pleb needs. Like, he lost all those lings and all those banes for 2 depots. Like, that's not what you want, right?
Yeah. It does get supply blocked with that though.
True, very true.
Uh,
A Thor on the way. I don't know if I agree with that.
Maybe he's intuiting meter switch here.
Yeah, I think he's guessing like, oh, it's Ling Bane. Maybe he's spending all, like, he's taking a guess. And unfortunately, he's guessing wrong. He doesn't know that there's a Hydralisk stand down instead.
Yeah.
And because of that, he's wasting a lot of resources in missile turrets and the
Yeah,
Thor,
he's getting
right?
turrets all over the place. Yeah, he's reading Mutalisk switch.
Yeah, it's rough, right? Like, because he was so behind economically, he's been spending all of his energy on mules, so he hasn't had the opportunity to scan, you know?
Alright. Esrever keeping really good vision on Potato Pleb's base, by the way. All these overlords all over the place.
Yeah.
So Esrever knows what's going
You're
on
being attacked. Don't forget to
on the other
macro.
side.
And saying that the Potato Pleb's army isn't too, like, it isn't too bad as long as all of his tanks are in the fight when it happens. It should be okay.
I mean, yeah, StarCraft's going with lurkers, which I like, is that they're going to be really powerful against these slow waddling hellbats.
Yeah.
And keep them away from the.
He does scan though, so he does see the Hydra Den. Doesn't see the lurker den though. I don't think. I don't know where it is.
It's somewhere. It's,
It's in the main.
wait, is it? No, it cancelled it.
No, it's being made right now.
Oh, I was looking at the structure tab and I was like, where is it? Did he cancel it? I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was still being made. Wow, these fucking things take so long to make.
You know what's gonna happen? Just like game 1, he's gonna make the Hydra Den, make the lurker den, then make the Spire, and not make any lurkers. He's just gonna be this.
It's like I forgot I made a completely different deck path 20 minutes ago.
But it's forever journeying up so much. 21 workers on the way. And again, like, because Potato Pleb isn't applying any pressure, he's gonna get away with this greed and you know, if Potato Pleb doesn't do anything.
Too much, because he's gonna end up blocking himself from actually making more stuff.
Yeah, well, it like kind of depends, right? Like, because right now Potato Pleb, he's kind of scared because he's like all defensive because of the early game, and Trevor is kind of taking advantage of that, right? Like being as greedy as he can because Potato Pleb's just staying at home.
Yeah, but Potato Pleb is getting his upgrades much better in this game than he did in the previous one.
Yeah.
But Deceiver is still staying ahead in that respect. And keep
Potato
in mind,
Pleb-
Deceiver really didn't do all that much damage to Potato Pleb after that first really big, 40 SCV assault.
Yeah,
So
but
Potato
he's
Pleb has had the chance to recover quite a bit.
yeah, not quite closing the gap though. Like, Trevor is still 20 workers ahead, 22. Like, so he still has a ways to go. But he does scan and he does see the lurker den. He does see the Spire. I don't think any lurkers have been made yet, but Potato Pleb does have
he
it
does.
right
Yeah,
on.
he made 10 of them.
There you go, 10 lurkers. Oh, but there is a nice like Banshee hit squad coming out there.
Yeah. It does catch this army. Cloak. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any detection. There's no Everseers.
Yeah, there are a couple, but they're not here.
Oh, he doesn't have overload speed. That's why they're so slow. They can't get there.
Oh. Okay, but now now it's here. The dimensions are going to go down. They want to kill a handful of. They killed 5 Hydralisks. I don't know. 3.
Oh, they're not protecting the lurkers. Okay, he unburrows. if they stay there, they all would have died. But Potato Pleb does know what he's up against.
Yeah, because of some scans, the tanks are sieging up.
Yeah, and they're in range.
Well, a few of them are in range of a few of the lurkers.
Just needs to be careful. There's just so many like kind of useless doors here.
Yeah.
Not exactly what you want against this.
Sieging as close as he can to the
Scan.
I don't. Does he have the? Oh, he's waiting for the Raven to come out.
There you go.
That's gonna be a while. It's best. There we go. There's a scan. Astrover evacuates the lurkers. Do they have the upgrade for the?
Oh, he's getting them now.
They don't have the quick dig upgrade. Oh, but they're maybe moving a little too far ahead into lurker range there for the Thor.
Yeah. And this is hurting a lot because every single scan that Potato Pleb does, like, he can't really afford it because of how behind he was economically wise. Like, it's hurting him not having a Raven there.
Not necessarily too much now, because it does have a bit of a bang, but the problem is that like it's not maxed yet. Astrover is maxed now.
Yeah.
But
Scan. Copy. Scan. There's no scan.
he's waiting for There's a Raven coming, but it's only one.
Yeah,
of
but
this Raven is
gonna
going
get
to die
sniped.
before it even does anything. Oh no, it's actually going to stay alive.
Yeah, nice anti-armor. And he clears up all the lurkers.
And he's actually threatening this base, which is pretty bad for S-River, because this base was not mined out at all.
Yeah, I would love to see Potato Player rotate down to the south base, but he isn't aware that it's there. Oh, now we have Broodlords. Oh, that's gonna close out the game, I think.
More Thors are being made. Potato Player is relying on the Thors as the anti-air here. And S-River is trying to whittle them down as much as it can, because the less Thors Potato Blab has, the more likely S-River gets away with the Broodlords. How many does he have?
Oh my
11.
god. 11 Broodlords.
They're not upgraded though. No flyer upgrades yet.
On upgrade, there also aren't many corruptors with them. Oof,
And it's dropped. That Liberator disappeared. It didn't even explode. It just like...
Oh no, the Raven! Oh god, the rally! Potato Player, please.
Oh, those were rallied units. For the starport. Oh no.
I feel like Potato Pleb's doing the wrong move right now. Like right now, he's just trying to macro up and max out. But I don't think he has the correct army to do so. Like I feel like it's okay to do this, but he needs to be out on the map trying to deny bases, and slowly lose some of his armies so he can get like BCs or Vikings or something.
He did nice base here, so maybe he figured that was enough, but it does know about all of the other bases that
Yeah,
S-River has.
he did scan the north base, but I don't think he knows about the south base yet.
It does know about the south base.
Yeah.
And this is a well-saturated base in the south. That's where a lot of S-River's income is coming from.
Yeah, oh god, and Potato Pleb's gonna get caught out. I don't think he knows the army's here. Oh god.
Yeah.
Siege up. Siege.
He can't really siege against the Broodlords because that will just do damage to his own units.
Yeah, and he loses like 5 doors straight away.
Yeah, the anti-armor missile hits the Corruptors and the Broodlords, but there's not much that shoots up. Some Liberators who are dead now, Viking, and that's it. Just some Thors, and that's not going to be enough.
He does push the army back, which is nice, but
I don't know why. S-River could keep destroying this force.
yeah. He's just backing off and remaxing immediately. He's just getting ready for a second push, and Potato Pleb just doesn't have enough. Again, just going for this pure Thor army, like he has to, he's forced to, just because he doesn't have like the infrastructure to go air. But like it's so hard. Instead of having like last time, he had a combination, right? He had Thors and BCs.
Yeah. Well, he had Thors and BCs, and he didn't lose 40 SCVs at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
The Ravens get picked off before they get to use any of their spells.
Yeah, and the Thors, they take a long time to actually kill stuff.
Yeah, they
have such big guns. It's disgusting.
I think that's it.
Press F to pay respect, but Potato Pleb is as strong a showing as he showed here today. As much as he held wasn't enough. GG is called. S-River will be our first finalist for today. We are going to take a short break right now. We're going to show you some duct tapes. And then we'll be back with the other semi-final, which is already ready for us. It's Papa Panda versus Brady. A brand new appearance in the tournament. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere unless it is to Gender Disruptors, Stretcher Roaches, or Hydra-Hydras. Anything else, any other excuse will not be accepted. I will not forgive you. So don't go anywhere. Be right back.